Well, hey there, party people. It's John from Ride Upstate. And excuse the angle here, I'm not in my normal car. I wanted to share a little bit about why I am not going to be delivering food as much as I used to. So I have spent the last 2 or 3 weeks getting in touch with insurance agents. Now, I have to preface this with saying this is specific to New York. All right. It may be different in your state. It may be different with your insurance company. But in New York, you cannot get an add-on to your personal policy for delivering food or delivering items. I called 4 different insurance agents and you just can't get it. In some states, you can get your rideshare add-on includes food delivery. In some states, you can get separate food. You can get rideshare and food delivery. That's not a thing in New York. In fact, most insurance companies in New York State, you cannot get rideshare added on. There are very few insurance companies in New York. And I don't know what the deal is with that. But basically, the only way for me to have insurance, besides the paltry stuff that Doordash and Uber provides, and Grubhub and Roadie, the only way for me to get insurance in New York is, I'm going to straighten this out because this is bugging me. The only way for me to get insurance in New York is if I get commercial insurance. Commercial insurance. Sorry about this, folks. And that's expensive. All right. And the thing is, if I get commercial insurance, I can't have a personal policy. And if I get commercial insurance for delivering food and packages, it doesn't cover rideshare. So you're in this catch-22 in New York where if I get in an accident while I'm delivering Doordash or Uber Eats, I don't have Grubhub, if I get in an accident while I'm doing Roadie, and I want to get coverage from those delivery companies, I have to go through my personal insurance first. And then they have what's called excess insurance. So whatever your personal policy doesn't cover, they will. Now, here's the catch. If I tell my personal insurance agent, company, whatever, that I was delivering food or delivering a package, well, they're going to drop me because I'm not covered for it, and they won't cover the accident. I've talked to a number of insurance agents. They said that they've had people tell them that this has happened, and now they're looking for new insurance. You cannot get covered except for a commercial policy in New York to deliver food and to deliver packages. It's impossible. So I have to ask myself, is it worth the risk? Because I'm doing this part-time. If I were doing this full-time, it'd be a different story. And the $2,500 every, I don't know if it was 6 months or a year, but it was a lot, would be worth it, right? I could make that up pretty easily. It would eat up a lot of my profits, but that's the way it goes, right? So instead, what I'm going to be doing is mostly reverting back to rideshare. Now, because this isn't a full-time gig, I'm going to be going out maybe early in the morning, evenings, possibly on weekends, and maybe every once in a while, I'll deliver some food if I get the right offer. Problem being, right, is that I'm not going to have DoorDash on while I'm getting rides. Now, I might pick something up with Uber as far as Uber Eats is concerned. But those are going to have to be calculated risks. And I don't even know if I want to take that risk anymore. The insurance landscape in New York is not good if you do rideshare or if you do food delivery or package delivery. I'm actually going to have to change my insurer because my insurer doesn't have rideshare insurance in New York. When you go online and you search for rideshare insurance, you're going to, especially in New York, you're going to click on a link. It's going to say, oh, yeah, we got rideshare insurance. And then you go, oh, not in New York. You can, oh, hey, we got rideshare insurance. Not in New York. So I am going to try and get once my policy is changed over, I'm going to try and get my insurance agent to do a video interview with me so that we can talk about insurance in New York, because I specifically want to address it here in New York. It's a problem. It's a problem. I have reached out through social media to my state and federal representatives and said this needs to change, because there are people out here who are trying to earn a living and they are underinsured or not insured at all. And it's because of the laws in New York around insurance. I'm sorry, I'm spitting all over the place. New York is a no-fault state, and there's some other laws and things like that that make it difficult. Well, basically, the insurance companies don't want to assume the risk of insuring a rideshare driver or food and package delivery. So, that being said, I'm going to occasionally do something. I might only do shopping orders. It's going to have to be calculated risks for me in order to continue delivering food. I'm just thinking about it, if I do this more and more, the more I do this, the more I'm at risk. I'm interested to know, if you deliver food, have you paid for additional insurance? Are you relying on your personal insurance? Have you contacted your insurance provider and asked them if they have a add-on for food and package delivery? Do you have rideshare insurance, or are you just relying on the companies to cover you? Listen, these companies will do everything that they can not to cover you. You need to cover your own butt. So make sure you're doing that. Hey, my name is John from Ride Upstate. Reminding you that, number one, it's a pain in the neck to get insurance in New York if you do rideshare or food delivery. And number two, just because you're in a small market doesn't mean you need to settle for small profits. Bye.